Hey trackies, welcome back to another video here on TXT Track Time. Please remember to like the video and also subscribe to the channel. So yeah, I'm smelling in my welcome, but I'm overall, not happy, right? So, the Miramar Invitational is today. It's currently ongoing. And so far, trackies, I have some news as it relates to some of the athletes that one didn't take part and two also did not make it through to the final run, which is quite surprising. Now, based on what I'm seeing here, based on the amount of entrants, it seems as though they were taking, two final heats, which would be timed finals, and the overall winner would be decided from that. So that's pretty much the vibe that I got here. But straight off the bat, missing from the men's 100-meter start list is Kishane Thompson. And at this particular point, I'm like, trackies, check me back in a me or something, me or June maybe when everybody ready for run because they can't avoid the trials. Check me back at some particular point in time because every week I get hyped up about these races, these clashes that are supposed to happen, and they never happen. So yeah, that's how I'm feeling right now. I'm very perturbed, that, yeah, not only did sha'carri pull out, Sharika pulled out, but now Kishane has pulled out. And, it's kind of killing the excitement for the sport, I have to say. Even though I do understand the tactics and I appreciate the tactics, I'm one for the tactics, right? But somebody have to run. I want to see somebody. Like, everybody can't be absent. If everybody's absent, then it becomes a problem. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's the vibe that I have right now. Everybody's, going quote unquote MIA, right? Whether it's strategic or for other reasons, it's yet to be known or seen until these people actually open their season and we see the shape that they're in. Then we can say, oh, the X person was carrying an injury, or oh, Y person is actually fine and they just chose to sit out, right? But until then, we don't really know what's really going on, so we just pretty much have to wait. But for now, it is what it is. So there's no Kishane Thompson in the men's 100 meters, but turning up and running really well, like I thought he would, was Akeem Blake. He qualified running at 10.25 seconds to win Heat 3. Johan Blake was also in Heat 3 with Akeem Blake, and he actually placed third in this race. So the time winning was 10.25 for Akeem, and for Johan, it was 10.44. Now, they're running in a negative 1.3 meters per second wind in this particular heat. Also making it through to the final rounds was Rohan Watson, Andrew Ewers, and Michael Campbell. And as I said, Kishane Thompson did not start. Now, as I did indicate, these are timed finals. So we will have two finals, and then, yeah, the overall winner will be decided based on the runs at that particular moment. Now, in the women's 100 meters, making it through, and this is quite interesting for me, Sasha Lee Forbes ranks the highest so far making it through. Now, Sasha Lee Forbes entered section or race 2 or heat 2, and she placed second in this heat, running at 11.51 seconds. Also making it through was Alana Reed, and she ran a 11.69 seconds also in heat 2, but she placed fourth there. Now, Tina Clayton makes it through as well, running the same 11.69, but she was in heat 1 and she placed fourth. Natasha Morrison also makes it through 11.79, and that is third place in section 3. Now, not making it through, shockingly for me, well, not starting, shockingly for me, again, Tia Clayton does not start. Now, I talked about Stephen Francis seemingly allowing the twins to not run in the same event, especially when it comes to the 100 meters. They seem to be avoiding each other in real time, and I think that's pretty much what we're seeing play out here. But it's going to get to a point where they have to show up. Also not starting is Shakura Wallace and Kashika Cramon. Not sure what's going on here. Don't know if they're injured. This is a precautionary measure. But personally, again, when I'm looking at it from a Tia perspective, I've been getting the vibe that they're avoiding each other. And yeah, so what I see here is Tia also not taking part in this race. But again, let's see as the season progresses, because personally, in my mind, I do believe that Tia would be close to sub 11. I did say we might get a 10-9 high from a Tia Clayton, and I was assuming that Tina would be in the same spot at this particular point. But let's see when the finals comes around if these girls will be able to step it up a notch, because surprisingly, somebody in my comment section laughed when I talked about these athletes in the preview video, and they said, look here, we're getting an 11 something winning time. And based on these heat times, I have to say they're not quite impressive. So I'm hoping that the step up is stepped up quite a bit, and we get to see something, at least a sub 11 or close to a sub 11. Now, don't get me wrong, these races were all running a negative win. So it was like negative 2.2 and then all the way up. So the likes of Cecily Forbes was in a negative 2.2, Alana Reid was in a negative 3.5, right? So the wind is crazy. And then also we had Tina, in a negative 2.5. Also Natasha Morrissey in a negative 3.5. Yannick Daly as well made it through. I'm sorry if I didn't mention her. And she was in a negative 2.2. So yeah, lot of negative wins here based on these performances. Clearly it will affect the times. But yeah, that is how things are right as it stands now with the women's 100 meters and the men's 100 meters. So we really have to look out for Alana and Sasha Lee, especially Alana. I'm curious to see what she'll be able to run at the end of the day. She may potentially end up being the fastest Jamaican, I'm not sure. This 11.69 in a negative 3.5 for me is more impressive than a 11.51 in a negative 2.2 win. That's my opinion. All right, so moving on now to also the women's 100-meter hurdle. So we were looking out to see Ackera Nugent start in this race, and she did not start as well. So which is why I keep saying, guys, check me back in about me. Check me back in about me. I want to remain excited. I love track and field, but I need the people to be running. I need the athletes to be running, and they're not running. So it's kind of, getting onto my nerves at this particular point. But making it through, though, from a Jamaican perspective, we had Amoy Brown making it through. I'm looking out for her this season. She ran a 13.01 in a negative 2.3 meters per second win, right? So that's going to be interesting. She was in Heat 1 along with Alicia Johnson and Amber Hughes. So this is really good running for these girls. Negative 2.3 meters per second to run so fast, almost sub 13. I know Amoy Brown will be coming, and I know the hurdlers always tend to turn up as well. Denisha Powell was also here, and she ran a 13.14 in a negative 2.5. So again, I believe this is good running for the first round. Let's see what happens when these girls make it to the finals. The finals will be only one race for the hurdles. All right, so trackies, that is it for the latest updates in terms of who decided to run Una run. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I know some of you clocked it and you said, Kishane will not be turning up. I still had my hopes. I won't lie. You clocked it and you said there will be no Kishane. There's no Kishane, right? But Akeem Blake looks good, right? And on the female side, no Tia, but we do have Alana looking good in the race. Well, potentially, as far as I'm concerned, and also Cecily Forbes, I believe that those would be our two highest placed Jamaicans in the women's 100-meter finals. But let me know your thoughts, though, now in the comment section below. What do you think about everything that is happening now? Like the video and also subscribe to the channel. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.